Welcome to section 3.7. This is the 30-second session of the ISACA CISA exam prep series. In this session, we'll cover system migration and data conversion. We'll answer several questions. Why is data conversion so risky? What steps make a conversion succeed? How do you switch users from the old system to the new one? How do you handle ongoing changes after go live? And what does certification and accreditation actually mean? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because moving data is where projects often get hurt. Picture a bank merging two customer databases. Lose or corrupt records and trust evaporates instantly. A clean migration protects both the data and the business. Your job is to confirm the conversion is accurate and complete, and that any data loss is minimal and formally accepted. Why is data conversion so risky? Because the old and new systems rarely match. Different formats, structures, and coding schemes. The goal is to move data while preserving its meaning and integrity. Here's what makes it dangerous. Conversion is usually a one-time task, and the input checks built into the new system aren't available yet. So you need audit trails and logs to verify accuracy. You must record every step you take in the test environment. That way, you can repeat it exactly in production. What steps make a conversion succeed? A large conversion is a project within a project. Start by deciding what to convert by program and what by hand. Cleanse the data before you move it. Pick methods to verify the result, like record counts and control totals. Set the bar for success up front. Must it be a perfect match, or is some variance acceptable? Schedule the sequence of tasks. Design audit trail and exception reports. Assign someone to sign off on each step. Develop and test the conversion programs. And run a full dress rehearsal with real data end to end. A good migration uses a repository to model the scenario. That lets you simulate the move and trace progress. Two infrastructure pieces are worth knowing. A data redirector reaches data not yet migrated during runtime. And conversion components unload, transfer, and load the data. What if the new system fails after cutover? You need a fallback, also called a rollback. The tools to reverse the migration must exist before you cut over. They back out the changes and restore the original data. So plan that escape route up front. Before any of that, define the conversion rules carefully. Study the new data structure and how elements relate. Clean up inconsistencies and duplicate records. Then, developers write conversion scripts. They test those scripts on a careful selection of data. Once signed off, the scripts run against a test copy of the live database. Users and developers cycle through testing until it's tuned. Then, the converted database gets moved up into production. Throughout, keep 5 things front of mind: completeness, integrity, security, consistency, and continued access. And archive the last copy before and the first copy after. How do you switch users to the new system? That's the changeover, also called go live or cutover. Only do it after testing the system and its data. There are 3 ways. Parallel changeover runs old and new together for a while. Users work both systems until they trust the new one. It's the safest, but it doubles the workload. Phase changeover replaces one module at a time. It's controlled, but it stretches the project and complicates support. Abrupt changeover flips everything on a single cut-off date. It's fast, but it carries the most risk. Whichever you pick, changeover involves 4 steps. Convert files and test them. Install the new hardware, software, and migrated data. Train the users in groups. And schedule the go-live run. Watch the risks, like duplicate or missing records from poor cleansing. How do you handle changes after go live? The system enters maintenance, which lasts until retirement. Here you fix errors and add enhancements, so you check a few things as the auditor. Is there a method to authorize and track change requests? Are emergency change procedures defined? Does the changelog show every change was resolved? Are access restrictions tight over production source and modules? You also sample changes from the log. Confirm they were documented, tested, and properly made. And verify only one source version matches each production module. A few critical success factors apply to the whole rollout. The right skilled staff must attend and stay for the duration. The needed documentation must be ready at the start, and decision makers must be involved at every step. Why does end-user training need such care? Because the goal is self-sufficient users. Plan training early as part of the development process. Pilot it with a cross-section of users first, then adjust based on their feedback. Run train-the-trainer sessions for those who'll teach. And get the timing right. Too early and people forget before go live. Too late and there's no time to improve from the pilot. Name a training administrator to match training to job roles. What about system software implementation? You identify features, configuration options, and standard controls. You test it outside production first. Then you get certification and accreditation before going live. So what do those two terms mean? Certification is a thorough technical assessment. An assessor checks how well controls meet the requirements. Its results feed a risk reassessment. Accreditation is the management decision to authorize operation. A senior official formally accepts the residual risk. By accrediting, that official owns accountability for the system's security. So responsibility and accountability define accreditation. So let's bring it together. Data conversion preserves meaning and integrity with a rollback ready. A disciplined sequence of steps makes it succeed. Changeover comes in parallel, phased, or abrupt flavors. Maintenance and change control continue after go live. And accreditation puts the residual risk on a named owner. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on RooCloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.